This is George. He lives with his friend.
Oh, and a monkey.
He's a monkey, yeah. His friend, who's his friend?
Curious George.
Curious George. He was a good little monkey, and he was always very
Curious.
This morning,
George, a friend, yellow heart.
the moment he woke up, because he knew it was a
First day.
special day. That's right. At breakfast, George's friend said, "Today we're going to celebrate because just 3 years ago today, I brought you home from the jungle. So tonight I'll take you to the...
Show
But first I have a surprise."
you.
He took George out to the yard where a
Looks at danger.
big box was standing. George was very curious, yeah. Out of the box came...
A bicycle.
George was...
Ride
That's what he always...
it.
He knew how to... He knew how to ride a bicycle, but he had never had one of his own, right? He could ride
This way.
with...
A cowboy. Bronco.
And he could ride like a cowboy on a wild bronco, and he could also ride
Wheels.
backwards. But after a while, George got tired of doing tricks. And...
Oh, what's the noise?
What is that noise? Sounds like a mower to me.
Daddy's mowing.
Daddy's mowing. Yep, that's right. Do you want to come over here?
Daddy's just mowing. Daddy don't mow.
A newsboy was passing by with a bag full of papers. "That's a fine bike you have there," he said to George. See? The newsboy was just passing by with his...
Tree.
"It's a fine bike you have there," he said to George. "How would you like to help me
TV.
deliver the papers?"
TV. Big.
He handed George the bag and told him to do one side of the street first, and then turn back
The other side.
do the other side. George was very proud as he rode off
A bike.
on his bike. He tried it, and it worked. He had hardly started out again when he saw something that he had never seen before. Rolling toward him came
An
an enormous tractor with huge trailers behind it. Looking out of the trailers were
Almost.
all sorts of animals. To George, it looked like a zoo
And wheels.
on wheels. The tractor stopped, and
Jumped out.
2 men jumped out. "Well, well," said one of the men. "I don't agree with him anymore." When the time came for George to say goodbye, the director let him keep the coat and the
Arches.
bugle. And then George and his friend got into the car and went home. That's right. That's a good book.
And that thing.
Now this thing,
Yes.
what is this thing?
We don't have a
Is this a